everyone, thanks for joining me on another Let's Talk About It. Today I have Optimus Wilbur here, you know, the decal Transformer guy. And nice to have you here. You had me on your channel, so yeah,
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Yeah, no, of course. And yeah, tell me a little bit about your content and your channel, maybe where you're from, because that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, if anybody could probably guess with the accent, I'm Scottish, from Glasgow, so it's doing my best to make sure the accent sounds good and it doesn't scare everybody off. But the content-wise, been doing Transformer reviews now for 2 years.
Okay.
Going through various stages with bots, depending like what era. Purely just try to get whatever I can, and like adding the Toyhax decals, try to talk everybody into Toyhax now. Like yourself.
No, I think like for you, like I watch a lot of Transformer channels and I don't see a lot of people doing that. So I say 100% like stick with that, because that seems to be like a little bit of your gimmick, which I really enjoy because it's something different, you know?
I enjoy it. I'd never thought I would like it, because I only really wanted to do one bot, and that was God Ginrai, from the Legends series.
Okay.
And I was like, right, okay. It was like at the time $50. I am not going to go overboard with this because it's going to be pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And a year later, when we checked my bill completely from Toyhax, I was close to about $200 easy.
Oh wow, yeah.
And that was the first 6 months. So it has become a habit, but at the same time, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but they have recognised what I've been doing and been trying to obviously spread the word around the UK with it, because there's nobody in the UK that does it. I've not seen anybody do it in the UK to any extent. I've seen pictures on Facebook, but that's about it, but not video content wise.
Yeah, I think I've seen video, like Instagram pictures of it and people saying decals from their Toyhax, but I've never seen people do full long videos on it. So, which is cool.
I mean, I know I've had a few people ask about doing the sped up footage of applying the decals, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd bring that back, because I'm quite happy just now that it's done, and especially after like doing Jetfire or even Omega, and Omega took about 3 hours.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah,
I don't think anybody wants to sit and watch that, not even as a live stream. Like, how are you doing? Will I just sit and decal this?
Yeah, doing a decal like live stream or whatever would be pretty cool, though.
I might. That's actually a cool idea. Oh, I was going
just to maybe not Omega Supreme or whoever.
Well, it's the Titans that are next anyhow.
Okay, yeah,
it's going to be Fortress and Metro.
Oh wow, yeah, that's going to take some time.
Yeah, I'm dreading it. Absolutely dreading it, pal.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. Like I said, that's what really drew me in on your channel was, your voice and just your accent. Like, it was like, I knew you were from, like, you know, Scottish, right? Or, yeah, right. Okay, I figured so. But then, like, just like, like you do speak pretty clear. Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, so stupid North American people can understand from the UK. Like, you know, the Collector 75, one of my favorite Transformers reviewers. I know it's UK, but you know what I mean? I like accents. And then, they were doing something different and really passionate, really knowledgeable. So
well, it's been one of those things, like when me and you spoke about it offline, or when we've done it on my channel, like doing things in the spotlight in the sense of using the sense of social media, if it's been through gaming or through the Transformers. I was the same as you, started in gaming, and
totally.
If you go back to my early first videos from 2011, my accent is so heavy. It's hard to understand, but that's where you can see where the equipment wasn't the best. I couldn't afford equipment, so I'm sitting there doing a video with a Rock Band microphone.
Okay, nice.
So
Yeah.
it's learning
That's
how
awesome.
to do all the tricks, and then it's like, okay, now the voice is going to change, editing's going to change. So it was just gradually over time, piecing everything together. And when I decided to do the figure reviews, it was just one of those things, like, you're looking around, what can you do different?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know what? I'm just going to start doing it. Because at that point, I had roughly about 300 figures. And I was like, I could do something with this. And I always meant it as a hobby. And
Totally.
YouTube was great for me in the sense when I felt ill and I couldn't be mobile, having that outlet to create. I've always been creative, and just doing something like that was always good. And then it introduced me to new people like yourself and a lot of the other guys like Input, Ninja Bill. It's been really great, and it's like you form friendships that it is based on something that's a plastic toy, and it's incredible in that sense. And I've never had anything like it at all.
Yeah, I'd say like the toy community, like you said, we were both in gaming. I always had my Transformers in the background. People, and I always said like, oh, I want to do some Transformers videos one day. And it was years later till I finally did. But I find like the toy people, like they look out for more for each other, tried to help each other grow in community. I find in gaming, it's a little bit more like dog eat dog. Like everyone's out for themselves a bit, not to say anything, because there is people that have looked out for me. But for the most part, I find toy people, they're more like accepting even how I'm living, or just they don't care as much. It's more just about the toy, right? Or
well, that's it. I mean, how many people? If you go through like some of the things like you see with the toy collectors and stuff, like nobody ever, like, you know yourself, like nobody judges or anything, and it's all down to, like, me and you can have a carry on about, like, you got all the Netflix figures and it's jealousy. I've got the laser, and then obviously I've got the laser GT Optimus Prime. So it's like it's having that fun, collecting and like seeing everybody's collecting, which I love about it. And you don't see, it is very, very, very rare I've seen any negativity in the community. It is very rare, and that's been 2 years.
I know, I'm surprised. Like, I'm so happy for it, and I wish I switched over to toys a little sooner. But
same.
There's some gaming stuff I still want to do, but yeah, just different time and place. But what was the first time you ever seen Transformers? Do you remember? Or like?
Yeah, it was in 1989 when I first seen the movie.
Okay. Wow.
That was my introduction.
That now, yeah.
When I got to see the movie, my mum hired it for me. Instead of being Blockbuster, it was a place called Global Video in the UK. And that was my introduction into Transformers. So I didn't know of Optimus Prime or anything like that. I knew Hot Rod.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
And that's how Hot Rod became my favourite. And he's always been my favourite character, as much as that's probably blasphemy for a lot of fans.
Well, yeah. It's different, like, because I saw more of the show a lot, like way before the movie. So like when I was really small, so I did see like the regular show before the movie. But the thing is, I love Hot Rod though. Like I love him before he's like Rodimus more for some reason.
Same.
He's just cool. Like, and he's like, ride in style, Dano, and does the transformation. It's like
it's Judd Nelson. Judd Nelson just sells that performance brilliantly. And when you think of it, he just came off Breakfast Club when he done that movie. So he was just hot as hell at the time, and that stuck to me more. Then that's when I got introduced into the series. Then my first Transformer was the Power Master Optimus Prime.
Okay, wow, nice. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's so cool.
Yeah, and it took me a while to get back into it. Like I had that period where school, sports, that was like my main outlet. And then when I was 18, I got the movie in DVD, and it just reignited everything I loved about the movie, the music, the animation, stuff like that. And I just took a whim and bought Armada Prime and Megatron, And then, like yourself, it's you just buy two of them before you know it, you're running out of space.
Totally. I know the space is always an issue.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've put 3 boxes in storage and I've still got no space. And that's what I've been doing during the lockdown.
Yeah, I know. You don't even want to see what's really going on behind the scenes here. It's a disaster, but yeah, like, what about favorite? Like, I don't do big favorites mostly, but what, like, do you know, some of your favorite Transformers, like, characters do you have, or?
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Starscream. I think Starscream's on everybody's list.
Yeah,
just
for
because
sure.
of what he was like. Bruticus stands out
Bruticus, yeah,
a lot to me because that's when I was young and I got my grandparents bought me a VHS tape and it was Revenge of Bruticus Part 1 and 2 and Dinobot Island. So I always had a soft spot for Bruticus and the Dinobots, especially Grimlock. Prime's a given. But if you're looking at Ultimate, you're looking at Hot Rod and no Galvatron, sorry, but Unicron. Just the idea of Unicron as a character was fantastic, and the eye-opening experience. This is a planet that's transforming when you're a kid.
Totally.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially from the G1 show, yeah, I'd say Starscream, Megatron, Soundwave, they had a huge impact on me because, you know, it was just, like, very cool. Like, you know, everyone's voice was very unique and brought a lot of life to each character.
That was it. I mean, like, cartoons these days, I don't feel do the same. Like, hit the same notes with voices, whereas with that show, even Thundercats at the time, like Mumra, like the voice actors at the time were fantastic, and they're still going today, some of them. But just the way they could, like, make their voice go is just incredible.
Oh, totally. It's like, especially can you compare it to, like, you know, Robots in Disguise. Like, if you watch the dub version, it's a lot of, like, people from Power Rangers and stuff, right? And, you know, it's just such a contrast from...
I can't say anything, Danny, because
I know.
obviously within the next couple of videos on my side, there's clips.
No, it's great. I like it. I actually really love it. But I'm so stoked on you.
I forgot how cheesy it was.
Me too, but it's still good. Like, it's a weird, cheesy good.
Yeah,
right? But yeah, like, going into that about toy lines, like, favorite toy lines. Like, do you really like Robots in Disguise, or what lines do you like to collect for mostly? Or
just while I'm looking at everything, it's a strange one because Armada. I think Armada has to have the special place because that was the one that got me into it. I know, like, if you look at Siege and Earth, well, not much Earthrise with me, but Siege especially, and how, like, that recaptured a lot of the Generation 1. But, like, my Generation 1, because I missed out on quite a lot, and Armada took that spot, that I would have to go Armada for me. Yeah. Just because that was when I started collecting. And it's not as many as I've got. It's quite a strange one, my collection. It's like there's more Optimus Primes than there is, like, an entire collection. Like, how, like, a complete line of Siege, a complete line of Titan's Return. So it's like there's a ton of Optimus Primes everywhere. And same with Hot Rod, Megatron, B. As much as I don't like B, I don't know why I've got 2 shelves dedicated to them. But it's going through that, then obviously when you're working, then it's right, okay, let's get the Generation 1 stuff. Let's try and get the Generation 2 and get the stuff that you missed out as a kid and you can have as an adult. And then you can sit and look at it and go, yep, I've got it. It's staying in the box, but I've got it now. Nobody can take it away from me.
No, it's awesome. And, like, your next review is it posted to Saturday with that's the Robots in Disguise Prime and Ultra Magnus, right?
Yeah, I've split it. But basically, you know yourself, it's just purely because everything being ordered from China or from Canada with Toyhax, and with everything going on, just waiting on the stuff arrive. So I thought, right, instead of just moving on to, I can't remember what I was actually going to do. I was like, do you know what? This is the perfect time. I've always wanted to properly review Optimus Prime from our ID and Ultra Magnus and do like a three-parter, because I have got some bots from that. And like I've still got two, like again, I've not even sent the pictures, but I've got the sealed Galvatron, and Megatron from RID and some of the mini bots. So I was like, right, okay, I can do something with this. That's a three-part, or the build up to a Mega Prime. And then that's where I was like, do you know what? I'm going to add some of the cartoon, just like clippets, why they combine. And that's when I was like, oh my God, I forgot how bad this show was. But it was good at the same time.
Yeah, it's a weird mixture. It makes me laugh. And yeah, I love the toys. Like the plastic from that era I love that plastic.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I love that plastic.
I mean, that was one thing, like even in the reviews, I actually mention it. It's just how heavy they are. Like the rubber tires are still great. My Magnus has a bit of wear and tear. You can see the discoloration.
Oh yeah.
Just now, you can see it in the white. But my Optimus Prime is the only thing I'm missing is a gun. But I can get a 3D printed one. Try to get that pistol is hard in the UK, so I might just go 3D printed and just colour it, just to say I have it. It's $7. I can't complain at that.
Yeah, no, I know. They have, I think, on Big Bad Toy Store right now, on that Encore part when you go into there on the Transformers, they have like a reissue of both those figures up there. It's like 200 something Canadian or American, and I'm like, I want it, but it's a bit of money to throw around right now.
I know there was issues with that one.
Oh, there was? Okay.
There was issues, and I think it was to do with the actual plastic. Look into it, pal. If you're definitely going to get it, if you can get them complete off eBay, I would go that way. Yeah. The only thing that's different between the Encore and the original versions, the Encore went for the more show accurate colours, including that sword, whereas like the toys at the time from 2001, the colours were there, but it was not as like in depth compared to what the Encore done. But I remember, because that was one thing I wanted to get. I wanted to get the Encore one, but when I seen a lot of the negative reviews,
glad I mentioned it.
Well, Takara recalled it. So if that's a recalled one, that's like version 2, you should be fine.
Okay, well, I'm glad I asked. I can research it more. Maybe if it is better just to get a real one, you know what I mean? But we'll see. You said, like how long have you really been like seriously collecting, or like did you like ever stop? Because it seems like you have so many figures and like from all different times.
I haven't stopped. When I started back up at 18, it's just been going non-stop
ever since.
Ever since, because I'm not a big drinker. I don't really do anything else. I'm a gamer, and I'll have my games, I'll have my machines, and it's like the Transformers was always like the side bit. And then as I started getting more and more, a bit like yourself, our mums know what to get us if it's a birthday or Christmas. It's do you want a game or do you want a Transformer? And it's like, can I have both? So, and then you're sorted for Christmas or your birthday. And it's been good that sense. So like, adding like all those up to the collection, and of course work helps, and it's just building everything up with that. So I've not really stopped at all.
That's cool.
With collecting. That's even with the gaming side. Still having like some my Master System, my NES, things going back from when we were kids. It's been one of those things. It's not in the sense of hoarding, but I can't part with them. There's just too many memories. It's like there's always the good memories. Very rarely I'll look at something and go, "That was you have a bad memory of it." You always look at I'll look at my NES and just remember the weekends from school, or even like a summer night, and you're just sitting playing Mario 3 or something, and like that. As much as like that's now like 30 years now, that to me still has like so much power in a memory. I can't let it go. That's probably holding as well.
Oh yeah, I know. The thing like about the figures I don't find as much as hoarding is because like they do their purpose, like, especially if you've opened them, you've used them, you play with them, you put them on the shelf. I feel like they're doing what they do. But the gaming, yeah, it's like, okay, I like to collect this stuff, but I don't play like obviously everything or can't, right? But I still like to have it, like you said, for a memory, or maybe I'll want to do a video on it down the road. So
yeah, I mean, there's like, I've got games that I've still never opened.
Yeah, same. Oh, tons, yeah.
And I'm even going back to PlayStation 2, and see, that way it's like, will I ever play it? No, but will I get rid of it? No. So it would just stay there. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I don't see myself like ever coming out of collecting. Like, I've sold things off here and there that I doubles of or this and that, but for the most part, I hold on to it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other channels, like, do you know any other like Transformer or gaming channels that kind of inspired you to start your own? Or
AVGN really started me getting into YouTube. Just the production level and how he made it seem so seamless and easy. How he did it, and then when you actually try it, that's when you realize this isn't an easy. It isn't as easy as people think, because like the first couple of tries you do, it is nervous, because then you're talking to nobody, and you're in a room yourself, and it was the same way even streaming. You're, even if it's only one or two people in the room, you're trying to keep it as entertaining. And then obviously the more you get, it's a bit different, but you're trying to sound enthusiastic, but there's nobody there to see this. But then over time it gets easier. So, but easily AVGN started me off. Because like he's still like a really good friend, and like what I was saying before we started, helped me lose all my weight again. I'll have to send you a video. He was a Call of Duty guy, but it wasn't in the sense of Call of Duty like trick shots or anything. It was more of a troll, and he was called Dialing Ping.
What?
Dialing Ping.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, what is
basically he's from Wales.
Yeah.
And he can do like this. If I remember, the guy is built like the Hulk. The gym guy.
Yeah.
And he could do this squeaky voice, like very high pitched squeaky voice. And it was basically now you got all the trolls that wanted to go in and start a fight. Well, then he'd want to find the trolls to start a fight and then troll them. So it was like as funny as it was with the British humour. The Welsh are crazy. They're just as bad as Scottish. And I'd have to let you see it. It's one of those things. It's like, that's funny, but it's one of those ones when you're watching it, you're not watching the gameplay, you're just listening to an argument. It's with a man with a squeaky voice.
Oh no, it's funny. Yeah, I get it. But he inspired you too, though, that guy?
Yeah, because I tried to, when I was doing some of the Let's Plays and that, and it's the same with the Super Best Friends.
Yeah.
They had a massive impact. And it was like, okay, right, I've got to invest in the equipment. Just be myself. Don't try and be I'm not trying to say like in the sense like this compact version of you, but just let your type of personality come out more. And I found that easier, whereas like he genuinely offline, he is hilarious.
Yeah.
I laugh with him all the time. And it was like, right, okay, just bring my personality to it. And I found that easier just being me instead of trying to be like
a character.
Like a watered down me. And I think that's the hardest thing I could have done. And I found it easier in the reviews doing it that way, just be me instead of not being how like you do get some channels it's like a yes man.
Totally.
And if they get like a figure early, they don't want to like badmouth the figure. I can understand why, because it's a sponsor, but it's like, no, I know deep down I would say this bit's crap, so I'd rather just say it.
No,
and it's
for
not
sure.
like and it's not like to poo-poo other channels, nothing like that at all. It's just a draw, and that helped me become me, and essentially being comfortable doing YouTube. So easily AVGN, Dialing Ping, and Super Best Friends.
Nice, yeah. That's
well, when
awesome.
they used to do videos until they stopped.
No, I agree too with that point about the stuff, because like everything I show, I've bought with my own money or whatever. So it's like I'm trying to give like a real impression on it, and yeah, I'm trying to be myself as much as possible. I might bring the energy up here and there, but I do that in real life too, right? I probably act more ridiculous in real life than I even do on here. But
no, but that sorry, Danny, but that's like. And I think that's how us two bounce off each other so well, because like the personalities just you can turn it up to 11, and then you can be serious for a minute, but then that 11 goes back up,
right?
And it's so much better being that way than just like you said. It's like you've bought everything, so be honest. It's like you know yourself. I mean, I ripped that Earthrise trailer, a new one, and I was like, I'm not going to tell somebody this is fantastic. You're paying an extra $15 for this.
I know. I love your rant on it so much. I was like, no way, you're just hating on it. And I thought I left it in the package. I haven't even taken mine out. Mine's still like sealed in the plastic. I took my Prime out. He's over there, right? But I left the trailer in the thing. I just threw it in a corner. I was like, screw that. Yeah.
I wait to see what the Toyhax do if I know they fixed it, but I'm like, oh my god, this is $15 extra.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, no, I know those channels, AVGN, especially his old stuff back in the day, very, very inspiring. And
the Bugs Bunny stuff, when he done the fights with Bugs Bunny, I think that was the best stuff. The birthday blowout or whatever it was called.
The Bugs Bunny. Yeah, it was so over the top.
And then looking at that, and it's like, oh, I could do that, and it's not as easy as what you set out to do. Like I said, sitting there with a rock band microphone, recording videos, and you sound like a robot reading a script. And that's how, even now, I don't even script my stuff.
Yeah.
I've only done one scripted video since then, and that was the 1986 movie review.
For sure, that's cool. Yeah, I find like some stuff like reviews, I'll put pointers out, but I feel like I'm the best when I like, freestyle it with like maybe a couple pointers. Like when you're doing like a movie review or something, you know, because key things you want to remember, right? But for the most part too, I just kind of blabber and it seems to work. I feel like I'm kind of have a natural for like, you know, the podcasting and stuff more than some of the other, but yeah, just go for it. Other things that you like to collect besides Transformers, like gaming, obviously gaming, anything else you'd like to mention? Or
Lego Star Wars.
Lego, your Lego stuff looks sick. I remember seeing that in the background before.
That was I remember I wanted the Millennium Falcon, and I got it, and then it was like, I want the Death Star. I got the Death Star. I'm never going to grow up, Danny. I mean, I'm never going to grow up, so it's like, I've just accepted it now. So it's like, oh, there's new stuff coming out, I'll get it.
Yeah, someone said that to me the other day, like, are you ever going to grow up? And I was just like, well, you know, we just had our birthdays. You're the 11th, I'm the 10th. And like you're a year older. So I'm 34, you're 35. It's like, if I haven't grown up by now, I'm probably not growing up.
Exactly. I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm just not changing. Don't get me wrong, you've got to put the adult hat on sometimes, but
same,
when it comes to personality wise, everything else, it's like, no, I'd rather be that joker in the party. Still, even if I'm 60, I'd still be that guy.
Yeah, I'd rather have like a $60 or $160 like Megatron than like a new dish set. But you know, that's just me.
No, I totally agree. It's like I'll use plastic plates. I don't care. I've got Megatron.
Yeah, no, well, that's awesome. Like, we'll have to do this again for sure. You know, like, I just wanted to get like maybe a little, you know, like we did run through some stuff. We'll think of something else another time, because you know, I'm so thankful for you having me on your channel. Some of the people that came over from your community, top notch, nice, great people. So
no, Danny, thank you. No, thank you so much.
No, yeah, honestly, like definitely I'll leave all your links down below. I'll send people over, blog this, probably get out in a day or so. And then yeah, you know, definitely go follow Wilbur. He's, like I said, the decals and his knowledge and his collection. There's so much more to come from you. And like I'm just highly impressed. And you're such a nice
Thank
guy.
you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, Danny, thank you, honestly.